I'm holding in a yawn.
I haven't even started talking yet, and that's just hey, it's just what's gonna
Miles
happen.
is just so boring.
No, I know. It's just as soon as I start talking, or I don't even have to talk. You just be looking at me. You just start to yawn. But you know what else is disrespectful?
What?
Not only to me, but to the Cam Fam community.
Oh no.
Is how much Thai tea you just left in your drink downstairs. I was down there a second ago. What'd you do? Take 2 sips of it? Little sips like this? What happened? You didn't like it?
It was decent.
That's disrespectful to me. The whole entire the Cam community. I think you owe us an apology.
No, I tried some with Hasina and I liked it. That's why I asked you to order it.
All right. Finish this.
Okay.
Finish this lyric. Okay. And if you don't finish it, if there's anybody out there that can, drop it in the comments. Okay.
So this is a Cam reference.
It could be.
So how would I know
it? It might not be. Hey, it might not be,
it?
but it could be. But it might bring you back.
Okay.
I need a Thai tea.
I don't know.
Tapioca and some ice, please. Come on. Cam Fam, stand up in the comments. Let's go. 925 podcast. I went downstairs to open up we were just letting it breeze cool down in here. It was super hot in here a second ago.
Was the cup see-through?
I could see it, yeah. There's light shining through the styrofoam. I was like,
you picked it up.
I didn't. Watch when we go downstairs. It's a lot. You can just see it.
Okay, what if I was still drinking it?
I already know. It's over. Just like every other drink that you leave here at my house.
That's you.
It's crazy. It was pretty hot in here when we sat down to start filming.
Still
we were like,
is.
It is a little warm in here. I was in here a second ago going in on some Beat Saber. I have Saddle Ranch on this game called Beat Saber. It's a virtual reality game, and we got a custom map
in the
for Saddle
working
Ranch
for a minute.
Yeah, I've had it for a while. I've been thinking about Saddle Ranch here recently. There's been like a couple random videos that popped up about Saddle Ranch.
I was just about to say that when you said that you were putting together the video. I was like, why has it randomly been popping it back up?
Yeah, it's cool. So I want to jump in that. Energy and put some back on it.
I went to Saddle Ranch.
You went to Saddle Ranch. Is this where it started at? You're like a little Lucky Charm. That's what you are, huh?
No,
born on St. Patrick's Day. Yeah.
925 Clovers.
925 Goonies.
So, yeah, my friend JoJo that we talk about on the podcast frequently, came to LA for like 20 hours. And so he's like, let's just go to Saddle Ranch. So we go to Saddle Ranch. Saddle Ranch isn't expensive, but it's not cheap. I guess that makes sense.
It's in the middle.
Yeah. And so, we already were just gonna get entrees. Right? Like, right. I got this pasta. He got tacos. That was going to be the vibe. He got a drink. I was driving, so I just got... What do you think I got?
Probably some chicken strips or something.
No. I just said I got pasta. I'm talking about as a drink.
Pink lemonade.
Yeah, something. Okay. So I got me a pink lemonade. He was drinking his little saddle punch thing. Okay. And then... I say to him before we're ordering, and I'm like, wow, like I really, really love artichoke dip. I was like, have you ever had it? And he's like, no, I don't think so, but I don't think I would like it because I don't like artichokes. And I was like, no, JoJo, it's like different. Like it's so good. And I was like, I could literally like eat it. Just eat it. Yeah. And he's like, okay, like whatever. But obviously we weren't going to get it. I wasn't going to get it just for myself. Like it's a huge thing. It comes in like a bread bowl. Like it's huge. Right. And it costs like $26.
Wait, and for real?
It's probably like 16.
Okay. Yeah. That's the same thing though. Yeah.
Okay. But still. Okay. Listen. So
it's pretty similar.
We weren't going to get it. And so, we're waiting for our food. He got his drink. I got my drink. And one of the busman, one of the waiters, but like not a waiter, just like someone who literally just brings out food.
Yeah, okay. One of the employees.
He was this little man that only spoke Spanish. Okay.
Well, what do you have to put his height in there for, first of all?
Because he was just so innocent and like
we don't like the word little man. We prefer the term short king.
Okay. This little short king came over and he handed us the artichoke dip. And we were like, oh, no. Like, that's not for us. Like, we didn't order it.
That, yeah.
And he couldn't, like, he was trying to talk to us, but we couldn't really understand what he was saying. And then he just goes, on the house. It's on the house. And we were like, huh? Like, okay. And so we were scared to eat it at first because we were like, what if they charge us? Like, we didn't want it.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay. Like, and then so we started eating it, and then he ended up really liking it. And it had like chicken in there. Like, it was a really good artichoke dip. And so it was really cool. And then we get our things, and as a joke, I was like, oh, I wonder if like the waiter or the waitress heard us. Like, maybe that's why she brought it out, whatever.
Yeah.
So as a joke, I was like, man, and she was right next to us, and I was like, man, I really want some cotton candy.
Okay.
And then Jojo was like, yeah, like, I've never had the cotton candy. Like, one time my friend got it, and it was so big. Like, it was so cool, like, whatever. So we see our waitress, and she's walking over with a big cotton candy, and we were like, there's no way it's for us. And so she stops at the table in front of us. So we're like, hey, like, it was for them, whatever. Then she hands them napkins and brings us the cotton candy.
Wow.
And she goes, on me. And we were like,
okay, do you think that maybe earlier she also heard you guys having a conversation about, hey, let's only get appetizers?
No, we didn't talk about like anything like that, but we did talk about, like, I did say the artichoke dip, but
yeah.
I want to say that she wasn't around for that, but maybe she was. I don't know. But yeah, it was just.
That's love though.
It was so cool, literally so cool.
And so from that moment, you were having some good luck at Saddle Ranch. All of a sudden, a couple TikToks and dance videos just out of nowhere just popped up. For some reason, like, Saddle Ranch has been out for a long time. That came out before the album, just as a standalone single. And
was that the end of last year?
I want to say, the end of last year. Was that one? Jeez. My goodness.
And we're already at the end of this year.
Yeah, here we are again. I think that I'm just gonna say that was all from you. You've been rubbing some crystals together or something, huh? I already know.
No. Scotty posted it. I seen that.
Somebody made a TikTok.
Maybe it was from Scotty.
No, I think that TikTok happened after you guys were there though.
Oh, okay.
And
so was Scotty there when I was there?
Hey, he might have been. That's what I'm saying. It's just like the energy. Okay. So I was in here turning up on some Beat Saber. I couldn't finish this level. It's actually pretty difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But I had this girl make it for me on Fiverr. What's it?
Nothing. I didn't say.
That's what I thought. And so I'm hopefully going to be able to post that. I'm going to redo it and do it again tomorrow. I want to get a different angle, make it look a little bit better. And that's how I saw your Thai tea. I went down there because it was so hot up in here. But fun last week. Casey came down, my older brother, and got to hang out with us. We were going to a Slipknot concert, and that's like his all-time favorite band.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have you heard of Slipknot before?
Mm-hmm.
Like before I started bringing it up?
Yes.
Everybody knows Slipknot.
They're huge.
They're just one of those bands like from this generation. They're like really them. Like as far as metal music goes.
It also seems like a band that like transfers almost. Like kind of like, you know how Dan and Shay, it's like, oh, they're country.
But maybe everybody
like everyone likes them. Yeah, it's kind of like that, I feel like. To where I guess not in the sense of like, because you're saying that like they're not really country that much. But like, because they obviously are them. But like, I don't know.
The only thing I would say
is it transfers.
Yeah, I think it does. It probably reaches more people. Maybe more in the metal or like rock music community, right? Because metal music's kind of scary. To people that don't really like listen to music like that, like a more like yelling, like angry thing.
Would you compare it? Like, what's the difference between screamo and some hard metal?
Some hard metal.
Are they really similar? Because sometimes I'd be listening, like y'all were playing stuff in the car, and I was like, this seems like something my brother would listen to.
Well, there's a lot of different subgenres under metal music.
So screamo would be like under metal?
When I think of screamo, I think of emo. And so but there's different types of screams. There's like a death metal scream.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm thinking of.
It's a band called Job for a Cowboy. It's just pure like, it sounds like a pig squeal. And so it's like there's like stuff like that, but then there's
Mhm.
like some cool like singy type screams that could fall under like some more like pop punk ish kind of thing.
My brother used to scream.
He used to be in a band,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lit.
Literally.
So like, was he doing like the pig squeals? A little like.
No, I don't think so.
He was like singing, like singing scream.
Yeah, kind of like singing scream, and then he also played the guitar.
Yeah, that's cool. That's sick. Gotta get the band back together. Turn it up.
I think he's still friends with like 2 or 3 of them. 2 maybe. I don't know.
It's good times though.
Yeah.
That's been a part of my life since probably middle school. My older brother Casey put me on to like a lot of bands growing up, and we would go play or watch bands play just locally, which was kind of cool. And it was funny because back then we weren't even really getting into mosh pits at first when we first started going. We would just be headbanging. Like that was our thing. We were gonna headbang all night long. And I remember this one time the band was performing and me and Casey were sitting on the stage all the way to the left, just banging our heads, just rocking out. And we would get home and be like, dude, Dad, we headbanged all night. Dude, my neck is gonna be so sore tomorrow. It was crazy. And it really was. I felt like I couldn't hold my big old head up. And
you look like a little bobblehead.
For sure. But yeah, so we started going to bands back in watching bands back in middle school, and I never got to go see Slipknot with him, but he had gone a couple of times with my dad, and so this was fun. It was our first time going. Jake went to his first hardcore show with us at Lionheart recently, and then he also got to experience Slipknot for the first time with me and Casey, and yeah, it was awesome. It was a good time. One of the things that cracks me up is like in between songs, you know, they'll be talking to the crowd, little, you know, just engaging.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the singer will sound like super angry like this when they're singing their songs. And then it's like the song is over, and I feel like I'm just gonna hear the regular voice, but they're like, we want to say thank you so much for coming out to Los Angeles Knot Fest. And I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. And then there was just one band that got up there, and the guitarist was this is for a band called Kill Switch Engage. This is the craziest thing. The guitarist is like the only one that I heard all day that sounded normal. He gets on the mic for a second and goes, hey guys, I want to just thank you so much to everybody that's coming out here and has been supporting this band for the last, you know, however long. It really does mean so much to us. Seriously. We love getting to come and play Los Angeles. Everybody, yeah. And then in like the next sentence, like right after he said that, he said something insane that was like, and we want to come back and party and take some more shots with you guys until you pass out. And if you pass out, I'm going to pee on you. Or he said something like insane like that. I was like,
you're like,
I looked at Jake and I was like, man, that was really cool. Like, I really like these guys a lot. And then he started saying that thing. He was like, we're going to drink until you pass out. I'm going to pee on you. He was just screaming. I was like, let's do bathroom break. And yeah, it was really cool though. Slipknot was awesome. They freaking tore it up. Some cool mosh pits. It's a different mosh pit than I'm used to. We do the hardcore dancing at ours. There's a lot of fists, a lot of kicks flying through the pit. Whereas as a Slipknot show, it sort of just seems like everybody's sort of just like running along, kind of like just kind of skipping a little bit and doing some pushing at the same time. And so it's a little bit more mellow than what I'm used to. I feel like every time I go in a pit, I feel like I'm gonna get my nose broke, and I didn't feel that at these, which was cool. So it was pretty mellow. Me and Jake got in a couple, and Casey was like, yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm going to be over here. And he went and stood a little bit further back, and there was a pit that literally opened up right in front of him also. So the pit just chose him. He couldn't get away from it. But it was a good time. I love having Casey out here. I'm excited to just get to, plan some more trips with him.
He's so funny.
Yeah, he's a good time, for real. He's just so honest, and his humor is really funny. I love Casey. But yeah, it was good. Gonna do that. A couple birthdays, some real ones' birthdays. We got Calais and Will. Shout out the managers. Just back to back.
Yeah, right
birthdays.
after. Yeah,
it's pretty cool. And Calais did something crazy. So for his 30th birthday, he wanted to run a 26.2 mile marathon. And he had been training for this for a really long time.
That makes sense now.
What, the 26.2?
Yeah, he tweeted something and I didn't understand what it meant. And I was
Yeah.
like,
26.2. Was it like I damn near got to add 26.2 to my bio?
Yeah.
Nah, he does for real though. So he had been training
huge.
for this. Yeah, that is so far.
Myles next.
Well, you want to see me do it? Man, yeah, I would have to start training right now.
After this podcast, he's gonna start running.
Just start running. Yeah, no. I'd probably get pretty tired with like a mile right now.
Half a mile amount.
Yeah. When's the last time you feel like you ran like
High
that
school.
for real? High school.
Yeah.
No, it's different now. We're getting old. But yeah, super proud of Calais and inspired. It's just really cool to see him, set his mind to that and just put in some hard work and get to cross that finish line. I'm sure it was a great feeling. It's funny. Me and Will had pulled up at the same time, parked. It was crazy traffic. Everybody's trying to get in there and see their friends cross the finish line at this spot, right? And so we could barely find parking, and it was we had to walk a little bit of ways to get there.
Then.
You did, yeah. You were gonna pull up, Calais. Yes. If you're watching this, she overslept.
Yeah, but now that you're saying that there was so much traffic and me and you weren't driving together, I'm so glad that I didn't.
Why?
I would have been crying.
Because of how crazy I would be driving?
No, because we weren't. You sent me the place to meet you there, right?
Yeah.
I would have cried if I drove alone.
Yeah, so it's funny. We were starting to walk over there, and Pilo called Will like, "Hey, are you gonna go to the finish line?" He's like, "Yeah, we just got up here. We're about to start walking over here." He was like, "All right, yeah, I'm about to slide." And then I was just thinking like, bro, there's no way he gets here in time. Like if he was just at the house and like he's gonna come all the way down here, there's no way he makes it in time, right? So we walk all the way around, finally get to something that feels like we're getting close to the finish line. Oh no, this isn't it. Okay, we're going over here. Okay, this isn't it either. Oh, and then we keep walking, and then we finally get to where the finish line is at. It took us a minute to kind of like maneuver in and out.
You damn near ran the whole thing.
Pretty much, yeah. And we got to the spot, and we, get on the gate, and we're chilling. I got my camera ready, wanted to get a little, snap a little shot of him, and we're waiting there. Probably about 10 minutes after we started waiting there, all of a sudden, it's like it's a good moment. You're watching people cross the finish line, and this is their moment.
Yeah.
We saw a couple kids run across the like, little path that they were on, and it was like, whoa, that was crazy. Like I can't believe like it was almost weird to see somebody else that wasn't like registered runner on there.
Yeah.
Because they had this thing so blocked off everywhere that nobody could just cut through it. You know what I'm saying? This is their moment.
Yeah.
They've been training for this to get across that finish line.
I'm scared where this is going.
We're over there waiting for about 10 minutes looking for Calais. All of a sudden, we see Pila on a scooter with a girl. I was on the bird scooter, right? He rented one of those, and it was like, I'm sure he did the same thing where he parked far away, and he was trying to cut through. And so he thought, all right, I'm just going to go on the path because that's the most clear open path. On the sidewalk, it's all crowded. I'm going to get on there and go and then just cut out before the finish line.
Yeah.
There was no opening once he started getting closer. And so it's him and a girl on this bird scooter just cruising by all these tired people. Him on a scooter, and he crossed the finish line on a bird scooter with the girl. That was insane. You just hear him on the microphone. Hey, I need you to get off that scooter. Get off that scooter. And that was hilarious, but that was just really by any means. I'm gonna make it to see Calais cross the finish line, and he did.
Wow.
He did. He really made it. We seen Calais. He had his headphones in and was probably slapping something. He was listening to "Power" by Kanye West. Is what he said.
Okay.
And so he was really in his zone. We yelled at the top of our lungs, "Calais, Calais, Calais!" And he did not look. He did not look over. He didn't even hear us. He was there. But it makes sense. It's like finally. You're there. I think he started at, he said 7 a.m. and then finished at 12:30.
Oh my God.
Just running.
Yeah.
That's insane. So big GG's in the chat. Big round of applause for Calais. 26.2 Calais right there. We're real proud of you. Very inspired. And it was cool getting to see him do that. Will had a great Chinese birthday dinner last night at a cool little spot that I had never been to out here, and we just got to
What was it called?
Celebrate. I don't even know.
Okay.
I don't even
He's
know.
trying to gatekeep it, y'all.
Nah, I would tell you. I would tell you.
He doesn't want to tell us.
But it was cool. It was just good times getting to hang out with everybody. A lot of active over there, and yeah, we ended up just going out a little bit after, and hanging out and having a good old time. So big active management party, and
calling someone out from active right now. His name's Isaac.
Yeah, go ahead.
Isaac deleted all his social media or something because he says it's toxic. But I see him watching all my stories on the active account. So while all of a sudden, Isaac, I have a view.
Whoa. Man, you really caught him in 4K, huh? You really caught him in 4K.
So he's still on it.
Isaac, if you listen to this podcast, is that you on there? That's him running it, right?
It literally is.
There's no way it's not him, right?
Is
it Cheyenne? Cheyenne's on there watching the stories.
No, it's Isaac.
You should message him back and be like, Isaac, what you doing on here?
I
already, social media.
No, I asked him why, because I saw in Will's caption, it said, like, Isaac left Instagram, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, why'd you leave? And he was like, oh, toxic, whatever. And I was like, hey. And then I was like, then why are you watching all my stories on the active account? He used a word. He said something, but I forgot what he said.
He was like, what? No, I'm not even have the login to that. No, I think that's good, though. Isaac, I hope that goes well for you. I feel like that's such a good thing for people to do. A little social media detox.
Maybe like detox, but I don't know about deletion.
Yeah. But if that's what it takes for you, that's what it takes. You know what I'm saying? Delete it all. I once knew a girl that did that.
Mm-hmm.
And still going strong. No social media. I think it's been probably over a year.
Cool.
But yeah, hope she's doing well too. Hope she's doing well.
Me too.
So this is time. I'm gonna share the story.
I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, get comfortable. Get cozy.
Ladies and gentlemen, her.
This is the story about my Lexus LS 400. This is the story about my Lexus LS 400. Once upon a time, a long time ago, I was at my Myles, and I was driving her car around while I was in Texas. Flew in, got to hang out with my Myles for a little bit. She's got a cool older car, maybe early 2000s-ish. And I really liked it because I have a truck, and just getting to cruise around an older little car felt good. It was fun. The seats are cozy. I was like, you know what? I kind of like this. I want something like this, right?
Wait.
Start there.
Wait.
Go.
Do you remember a couple weeks ago when I was like, you do things that are very Myles. Or I said something like that. I was like, you live to, I don't even know how to describe it. But that's one of the things that I'm talking about. Like you buying an older car for like, you just feeling like.
There's no reason.
Like I think like everyone in their life like wants to upgrade. Like they're always like, oh no, I want the newest car, whatever. And then you're like, I kind of want an older car just to feel a vibe.
There is a vibe.
There is, but like that's so you.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
And I guess that's what I'm saying. Is like you live in your own little world.
Okay.
But it's how everyone should live.
Yeah. Just do what you love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But go on.
And something that I love is a cozy little old car. And that's something that I felt a couple years ago. Looked around a little bit when I got back on Craigslist trying to find one like that, and I didn't see it. Fast forward to maybe summertime this year, maybe a couple months ago. I went to an event with a couple friends of mine where at this event, they were doing some donuts and some cars. And it was really, really cool to watch. Yeah. And I thought it was awesome.
You wanted to get in it?
I did. I was like, man, I kind of like that because at this event, there was some cars out there. There were some older cars like my Myles.
Yeah.
And I was like.
It's like killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a terrible saying.
Yeah.
Why are we killing birds?
I mean, yeah, let's not do that.
Anyway, so you get the satisfaction of the car, but then also
it's cool
you
because
can do donuts in it.
I want an old car, but then if this old car can also do donuts, has the capability of doing donuts, I'm like, wait, that's sick. So now I can cruise around in one, and if I wanted to do a donut, and so I started looking after that event online for a Lexus LS 400. I'm looking at Craigslist. Not seeing anything. I see this one popped up. This might be him. It's older though. This is a 94, right? Okay. It's an older one. Frick. I don't know. This might not be the year that I want. But shoot, I don't see anything else.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I hit the guy up. I'm like, hey, is it still available? He said, yep. I'm gonna be out here tomorrow if you want to come look at it. All right, cool. We go and look at it. You came with me. You and Cam came with me.
Cam sat in the clowning you.
Just sat in the truck, just shaking your heads.
Because it took a long time. Like Cam literally at one point somehow found tape in your car.
Yeah.
Taped his phone because he was watching a basketball game. Taped his phone to your visor.
Yeah.
And sat back, started watching a whole basketball game.
He was vibing. I think deep down inside he was down to just kick it though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, they were
just so funny.
I thought this car was so cool, and Felicia and Cam are just giving me terrible vibes. They were just sitting there the whole time just shaking their head. I'm like, do you guys want to, like, I'm going to test drive it. Like, do you guys want to come with me? Like, nah, they don't want to come. I'm like, damn. All right.
No.
I was like, all right, cool.
I was caught off guard when you asked me. That was a different situation.
Whatever. You guys didn't want to go. So I test drive it, and I'm like, man, I get the same feeling like when I'm in my Meemaw's car.
Yeah.
But cozier because it's got the leather, like worn out leather seats.
Yeah.
It's cozy in there.
Yeah.
Right?
We were shook because he just let you drive it.
Well, he took my driver's license. Like,
oh, okay.
I let him have my driver's license.
Me and Cam were looking like, did he just let him?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, but.
And so I drove it around, felt the same feeling. I was like, all right, this is awesome. I love this. I think I'm gonna buy it right now. And then he was like, well, I don't know if Zelle would be cool or not. Because he was a little concerned about Zelle, but that would have went through instantly, straight to him. He was like, I think I'd rather wait for cash. And then, so because it was Sunday, the banks were closed. So he said, just call me tomorrow if you still want to do it. I was like, all right, call him tomorrow. Thank you. You took me up there. I was like, I'm on the way. Let's do it. So Felicia drove me up there. It was a little cruise out there. And I got this Lexus LS400, a 94. And
the guy
it felt
was
so
nice.
good. Yeah.
He was interesting. He had like every paper ever.
Just kept it up. And
I think it worked out.
So it seemed.
No way. It almost like in that like era, it worked out perfectly because like you literally like, I don't know, like he even like how like it wasn't like you bought like a dirty old car. Like he kept up like it was clean.
Yeah.
Everything was nice.
And so we went out there, got it from him. Super cool dude. He actually was the worship leader at a church out there. And yeah, great guy. I drove it straight from his house to a place and put some new rims on it.
Did you really?
I literally drove straight from there.
I didn't even know
to a spot, put some new rims on it, and got it set up. I was feeling. I'll be honest with you guys. I was feeling a little scared about it at first because this was something that I really wanted to do, and I really like this car. And I was getting bad vibes from you and Cam, and maybe I didn't feel the best about it because I'll be honest, it might not have been the best financial move for me to make in that moment.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was just something that I couldn't, I had no control over it. I had to get it. It was there. I jumped at it.
You had 1,000% control over it, but okay.
I had to do it. And so first when I got it, it felt a little bit weird. Once I got my bearings back and everything was good, it was like I started to feel better about it. I didn't know that. And plus Jake was the one that was like, "No, bro, this car is sick." And like he made me feel really good about it. So shout out to Jake. And yeah, I had a lot of fun working on this car and kind of like putting some upgrades on it. I wanted to also do some donuts in this car. And so I got it set up in a way to do that. And so I had a couple homies that I met just through these events who ended up, got to know, and they helped me weld my diff, and I put some coilovers on it as well, and just got it ready to slide. And so once I did that, like I would go out to places where I could go and practice, and
little safe spots.
And I spent a lot of time just out there doing donuts and burning some rubber. It was a lot of fun. And
for the month.
Because I had it for about a month, right? and so I went to a couple of events and got to swing it out there with everybody else too. It's just a little adrenaline. It's such an adrenaline rush for some reason. When you can get it to slide and just have control over it, it's just, I don't know. I had a lot of fun, and Casey was loving it because he's big on all the drifting stuff too. And so when he came back out here for Slipknot, I was like, yeah, let's go. We're gonna go out and go to some cool spots and do some donuts. And there was one time I made a Marty McFly video. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I posted one for Halloween where I had a Back to the Future Marty McFly outfit on. And but it was sort of like a Marty McFly from the Bay Area doing some donuts. And my tire popped. And I was trying to get my jack underneath the car to change the tire. And when my tire was popped, it was way, way, way too low for my jack to fit under there. And there was a homeless guy in this court who came over and brought a piece of wood and stuck it underneath my car, and we both lifted it up, and he was able to slide my jack under there and help me out change that tire. And so I told him, hey, I'm gonna be back. Are you still gonna be here in an hour? He was like, yeah. So I went and got some money because I just wanted to give him some for helping me out. And then I never saw him. And I kept coming back like days after that because I wanted to give him some money. And so when Casey was out here and we finally got to go out there and like do some donuts, I saw that guy because we were at the same spot. And I said, hey, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go back to my house and I'll see you right here. He was like, all right, cool. You were out there with us because we had just got done eating, did some donuts. And so I took Jake and Felicia back here and I said, I'm just going to go run him that money.
We were dizzy.
Yeah, because they were in the back seat and they said they were getting dizzy. And I said, I'm going to go run this guy the money, and then we'll probably do a couple more donuts, and then we'll come back home. Like, all right, cool. I go back, give him the money, tell him thank you. I appreciated him doing that. And me and Casey do a couple more donuts. Probably the best donuts that I did in that Lexus. Seriously. It was like just full control, everything. It was just so smooth. And I wanted to do the same because I had done it in a long time. For some reason, I would have trouble doing a burnout in this, right? So it was like the car sitting still, and then the tires are just spinning, smoking, right? For some reason, I would have trouble doing it in this car. Sometimes I would get it to go, I guess, depending on what tires I had on it or what kind of street I was on. They would go. And sometimes they just wouldn't. And I was trying to get it to go for like that for Casey because it's a lot tighter donut that I could do with it. It feels weird. It feels crazy. It's like a boat. It feels like I'm on water almost, right? And so we went to another spot, and I was trying to do that, and it wasn't going. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to put my tires back in this water because there's some water in this area too. And I backed my tires into it, and I was trying to get it to slide on there because for sure they'll slide on there because they're wet. And it wasn't going. I was like, man, that's weird. And so we kind of pulled off a little bit, and then I noticed that when I'm giving it gas, like all the way to the floor, nothing was happening. I was like, whoa, I just lost acceleration. Hold on. I pull over, stop, and all the smoke kind of comes over our windows. We were like, oh, what the? Because our windows were down. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Because I wasn't spinning my tires. So why would there be smoke if like there was no rubber being burnt, right? I'm like, that's weird. So I get out of the car, and as soon as I'm opening my door, I just see an orange glow, right underneath my car. I said, oh, shoot. I jump out and look. It's like drops of liquid fire just hitting the street. I told Casey instantly, Casey, get out the car. The car's on fire. He jumps out. He said, oh, what, really? He jumps out of the car. We go to the other side of the street. I'm just looking at it like this. Oh, no. Oh, no. I call the fire department. I said, hey, my car's on fire. He said, okay, what's your address? Like, where you at? I'm like, all right, I'm at this spot right here. He said, all right, we'll be there soon. Call me if anything changes, right? And so when I first called them, it was sort of just like little drops of fire, which is weird, little liquid fire that was happening, right? Yeah. And there was one part where it just like got to a different compartment in there in the engine, and you could just hear it. And then all the smoke started coming up through the hood. And I called him back. I said, hey, how y'all doing? I called earlier about the car that's on fire. Yeah, listen, just want to update you. There's a lot of smoke coming out of it right now. I don't know what the situation is, but just want to give you an update. You said to call if anything changes. He said, yeah, okay, yeah, no, it's all good. I think they're going to be there in a second. Right when I hung up the phone there, I could hear them. They're coming. They totally passed us. It's all good. They came back around, and they jump out. They're not even tripping on it at all. Like, this is just a walk in the park. They made it look like a walk in the park. He gets out the jaws of life, goes over to my hood, cuts my hood open because it's big, like, slit in the hood. And he did that to pop the hood open. And as soon as he popped the hood open, it was just all flames. Huge flames just covering the entire engine.
Yeah.
Huge flames. And they put the water on it, put the hose on it, and put it out. And then I told them, hey, I'm really sorry you guys had to come out here. And he was like, man, you don't have to be sorry to us. It's not our car. And I was like, okay. And then they drove away. And I said, hey, Jake, my car caught on fire.
Wait. Okay, so me and Jake were playing Fall Guys. We were just enjoying our time and playing Fall Guys. And then it cuts out. Mm-hmm. And as it cuts out, you just hear Jake's phone go off. And we're like, what the heck? And then when he answers, you're just outside your car. And literally, like, I think we were both like, oh no. Like, what happened?
Wait, yeah.
And then I checked my phone and you called me. But I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
And then so I was like, holy frick, like something must have happened because.
Why are you outside your car when you were just?
And then why do you need to call both of us? Like, you didn't just call Jake, like, oh, I just did this sick donut. Like, why? Like, I don't know. And so I was like, oh no. And then you told us everything, and we were like, what the heck? And so we were like, okay, we're going.
Yeah. It was a very interesting experience. In all my days, I don't think I've ever seen or known anybody that's had their car catch on fire, right? But I was kind of telling you like this too. It was a bummer to see it happen. Like,
you were really sad in the moment.
For sure. Like, I had a lot of fun with that car, and I loved the way that it looked. I loved the way that it drove. It felt everything. And
it's not even like you like this is like, oh damn, like it's been like a year. You had a month.
Yeah.
Like, that's no time.
Maybe that's why it didn't hurt as bad as it could have.
Okay.
But also in the same time, like, I don't ever question God's timeline with things, right? Mm-hmm. I think things fall in and out of place where they should. You know what I'm saying? Like, even down to I'm running late for something and I misplaced my keys. They were just right here. I don't know where they're at. I couldn't find them. Maybe take me 5 minutes to figure out where they're at. Okay, I'm going. That moment, like, I can't even be more frustrated with it. It's like, all right, for whatever reason, I wasn't supposed to get in my car 5 minutes earlier. I'm going with it, right? For whatever reason, I wasn't supposed to be in that car any longer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I look at it. So it was like, of course, it was a bummer to see it go, but I think it's bigger than me. So yeah, that is the story about how my Lexus LS400 caught on fire. It was a short month, a very fun month, but just
an expensive month.
I would say, yeah. I'm gonna try to figure it out. Obviously, I still have the car and gonna try to like maybe at least part it out and get a little bit back from it. But crazy experience. I will say. But yeah, definitely be safe out there if there's anybody doing donuts. Just if something feels weird, if something feels off, take it into the shop. Just get it checked out. Don't try to push it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got some good content. We got some good content with it. The Marty McSlide one.
Yeah, everyone was hyping up that video.
It's a cool post.
I think I was around you like 2 or 3 times where someone said something about it.
Yeah. I've never had a car that like random strangers pulled up to and was like, hey, this is a clean car.
When we were driving back from the airport.
Yeah, we were coming back from the airport. That dude pulled up next to us, was like, oh, this
and then his girlfriend was like a fan.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
That's so cool.
That was crazy. So this is my first time having a car like that people feel like, they want to say something like, hey, this is clean. Like, it's just one of those ones. And maybe I'll have another one again one day. But yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But crazy experience.
So scary.
I'm going to be going to a 49ers game next Monday night, which I'm looking forward to. Going to take my dad out there. It's his birthday this upcoming weekend. And yeah, so we'll have some 49ers stories. It would be nuts if they beat the Rams. It would be so cool. Let's go, Niners. But yeah, we'll check back in with you. I don't want to put the fire emoji. I don't want to put the fire emoji for the car, but I'm trying to think of another one. Do the like the smoke emoji. Like,
no.
Like like the like you're going fast. You know which one I'm talking about? It looks like you just like took off in a car. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's like that.
Oh, or what about a donut? The donut emoji. Do the donut emoji.
Do the donut emoji.
I'm sorry. If you made it this far, drop that donut emoji in the comments. Tweet it to us at TBH Felicia, at Myles Parrish. And yeah, we will definitely see you guys next week coming up. We're also working on a live stream. We still want to do that. So stay tuned for details on that.
We've only talked about it.
We talked about it a couple times, but we got a date planned out, so stay tuned for that. We'd love to have you guys pull up and hang out with us live on Twitch. And yeah, y'all go and have a great weekend. We love y'all. 925 Podcast